Growing up with parents in the music industry is definitely not a normal life. Since I was 5 years old, I started playing music and traveling everywhere, changing schools, just not having a normal childhood experience, you know. My dad is a musician, and growing up around him playing in different bars and clubs, I was kind of born into it. I went to my dad, I said, hey, I want to start playing bass, teach me. The second I started playing, I just fell in love with it. We got to play all over China and some tours in Europe. We've opened up for Big Time Rush in Las Vegas. Just a ton of different shows and festivals we've had to play in the past. Growing up, I mean, my family has always been there supporting us with our music and everything, but they also always taught us how important your education is in life. They said, just because you're a musician doesn't mean you're not going to school.
I think that that's very key for us because they meet people from around the world. They've traveled to China, they've traveled to Monte Carlo. You can't just sit there and not have a voice and not be educated and not know what's going on.
Being a musician and working and traveling so much and always having a frantic schedule, it's hard to go to a regular school, do your homework and do all your classes like all the other kids.
My children were all homeschooled at the time through a different online program, which just did not fit our schedule anymore.
When I came to Learn4Life, the scheduling was just so much better. And it's easier for my schedule, it works great, and they're easy to work with here. I've been to public school, I've been homeschooled, and Learn4Life it's monumental, the difference.
School for me was miserable. So when my kids came to me, like Stevie especially, said she doesn't like school, I said, I know I felt the same way, I hated school. And then Learn4Life came along, and it was like, these people get it. They could manifest the concept that each kid is different and has different needs. And they could mold them and work with them under the parameters of who they are as individuals first, then the spirit of their family and what they want and their dreams. Learn4Life really has a grab on that. When we went and took a tour of the whole facility, right, it didn't feel like I remembered school, which was a penitentiary. It felt very free and like everybody was pleasant. It didn't have that angst or the spirit of stress that accommodates school.
When I met Miss Kime, she was great. She was easy to work with. She walked me through my classes, kind of showed me how the school worked, and the communication was great because you could talk to her, and she was very welcoming.
Since then, he's just been a wonderful student. He has the charisma, he's got the personality. He's always just very real. And ever since then, that's how he is just every single time.
Miss Kime is great with scheduling because she understands, you know, I'm always either working on the music or acting or something. And she's great with that. She really supports me in everything I do.
Jesse's schedule is varied in the sense that some days, for example, last week, he was not able to come in at all because he was recording all in Burbank all last week. So he did text me and saying, I'm not gonna be able to come in.
He just gets in touch with her, and same exact thing as with Stevie and Tyler's teacher. They're just flexible.
The fact that I'm able to sit there with each student, get their story, figure out what's going on, and work with that student to create a plan that is best going to adhere to their schedule, to their needs, their goals. I love that more, and I think that's more how we are able to meet and change stories, because they make the story, we make sure it happens.
Learn4Life has really helped me change my story by allowing me the opportunity to do what I love to do and just being there for everything I need.